speech, Faustus actually says, "Have you finally brought me to Rome, as erst I did command?" So ages ago, he asked to come to Rome, and what has Mephistopheles done?
Take him on a trip.
Take him all around the world. No, let's go some other places first. How about Venice and Padua?
Those are all
Yeah, they are. But in a way, you get this idea that Mephistopheles is the one who's controlling their tour. In this next little bit, Faustus says, "Come on, let's go see Rome." And what does Mephistopheles say? Oh, no, listen, yeah. No, let's see we'll see the Pope instead. So in fact, Mephistopheles is the one making the decisions, even this early on in the deal. Holly, if you will be Mephistopheles and Bruno, go ahead and be Faustus for us. Start on line 47, Faustus. Now by the kingdoms of infernal rule.
Now by the kingdoms of infernal rule, of Styx, of Acheron, and the fiery lake of ever-burning, however you pronounce that, I swear that I do not see the monuments and situations of blight-splendent Rome. Come, therefore, let's away.
So he says, "Come on, wow, I'd love to see the monuments of Rome. Let's go see it." Holly?
Nay, stay, my Faustus. I know you'd see the Pope, and take some part of Holy Peter's feast, the which in state of high solemnity the day is held through Rome and Italy, in honor of the Pope's triumphant victory.
Sweet Mephistopheles, thou pleasest me. While I am here on earth, let me be cloyed with all things that delight the heart of man.
If he only wants the things that delight the heart of man, what was his original aspiration?
To be greater than man.
To be like a god. Remember, to gain a deity. He wanted to be greater than a man. And already here he's saying, okay, I'll hang out and let's see the things that delight the heart of man. So really, Mephistopheles is in control. And if we look over to the second column, Faustus, go ahead. Nay, stay, my gentle Mephistopheles.
Nay, stay, my gentle Mephistopheles, and grant me my request, and then I go. Thou know'st within the compass of 8 days we viewed the face of heaven, of earth, and hell, to see our dragons soared into the air, that looked down the earth appeared to me no bigger than my hand in quantity. There did we view the kingdoms of the world, and what might please mine eye I there beheld. Then in this show let me an actor be, that this proud Pope may Faustus' cunning see.
Good. Remember the word cunning, because that comes up in the comic scene to follow. And what is he suggesting? What role is he playing for this Pope?
An actor.
He's just an actor. He's a performer on a stage. He's a magician, an illusionist. Not at all some sort of deity that he was hoping that this deal would get him. And if we skip over to page 290, we have our secular sort of political issue with Bruno. And if we look at the second column, we have the Pope that says, "Is not our power on earth bestowed on us?" This is the Pope talking. Rosie, go ahead. And Melissa, if you would be Mephistopheles. And Dura, if you would be Faustus. And Paula, if you would be Raymond. See, at the very top of the second column, Pope is not all power. Rosie, you see it?
Okay, it's not, I start from there?
Yeah.
Is not all power on earth bestowed on us? And therefore, though we should, we cannot err. Behold this silver bell, whereto is fixed 7 golden keys, fast sealed with 7 seals, in token of our sevenfold power from heaven, to bind or loose, lock fast, condemn or judge, resign or seal, or whatso pleaseth us. Then he and thou and all the world shall stoop, or be assured of our dreadful curse, light as heavy as the pains of hell.
What is this telling us about the Pope?
He abuses his authority.
Absolutely. Look, I've got the keys to heaven. I can do what I want. I can judge, I can condemn, I can elevate, I can do whatever I want. We are God's power on earth. And of course what happens is Faustus makes a fool of him. Now why does Faustus choose to make a fool of him? What do we not like about the Pope?
Because he's corrupt.
He's Catholic. He's not
He's
Protestant.
Catholic. Okay, so we're in this sort of issues with Catholicism and Protestantism and the whole Lutheran Reformation issue.
He's
right?
corrupt.
There are abuses within the Catholic Church. But what else?
They're
He
corruption.
represents religion.
Corruption, the hypocrisy, and also the arrogance. And of course, we've got Faustus too that's displaying the same arrogance. So Faustus is attacking the Pope.
So he's being a hypocrite.
Yeah, or what are the characteristics that, of course, Faustus displays himself? Go ahead, Mephistopheles.
Now tell me, Faustus, are we not fitted well? Yes, Mephistopheles, and to such cardinals may our serve the Holy Pope as well as we shall do. Or will if they sleep within the consistorial.
Yeah.
Let us salute his reverend fatherhood. To whom, my lord, the cardinals are returning. Welcome, great fathers. Oh, let's hear Pope.
Welcome, great fathers. Answer presently. What have our holy council there decreed concerning Bruno and the emperor is in quintance of their late conspiracy against our state and papal dignity.
Okay, so Bruno and the emperor, who we are going to meet in Act 4, right, have been condemned by the Pope. Why were they condemned?
Because didn't the emperor send Bruno as a messenger saying that he wanted Bruno to be the pope or something like that?
Well,
Or
what
be
he
a cardinal
wanted
or
is he wanted secular power to supersede the Pope's authority, right?
Mhm.
And the Pope said, don't be ridiculous, I'm the most powerful on earth. You are now condemned. Now, one of the things that connects this play is, one is you have your interspersed comic scenes, which we missed in the film. Do you think the comic scenes would have added to or?
Added.
Yeah.
Well, the film is just bad. And in some ways you can only imagine what they would have done with those comic scenes. But, that being said, I actually like the comic scenes in it because I like that idea of the reflective themes, and I like the unity of having these little characters sort of pop up along the way to remind us how foolish Faustus himself has been. Holly?
Well, I think they really needed to be there because otherwise you just kind of think, well, wow, he did all the stuff. But if you look, it really helps compare and contrast, like how really stupid like Faustus is.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right, Danny.
Plus, it just helps move it along. Like it brings you back. Like it makes you like laugh a little and
Yeah,
keeps you interested.
After a while, like Faustus having those long soliloquies kind of just puts you to sleep after a while.
We won't tell Marlo you think so, Holly. Also, we now have our cardinals, Faustus and Mephistopheles, who have dressed into, right, cardinal clothing, which of course once again highlights that what you look like is not necessarily what you are on the inside. And we've seen that in Mephistopheles, we've seen that in Faustus' decisions, and we saw that sort of throughout, that idea of evil being cloaked in goodness. Go ahead, if we look over to Faustus, I think you were a little bit, go ahead, most sacred patron of the Church of Rome.
Most sacred patron of the Church of Rome, by full consent of all the synods, of priests and prelates, it is thus decreed that Bruno and the German emperor be held as lollards and bold schematics.
Was that us?
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, here's what we're doing. You guys, leave this here. Read Act 5 for the end of the break. Come in tomorrow ready to write a 45-minute essay on any of those 11,000 questions. And be ready for bingo.
Dr. Scanlon, I thought those were just suggestions.